In this video, we will show you how to install the bushing retainer. Shown here is an intricate tool developed by PowerKnot. Put the strap on the left side of the machine, as close to the right drum support as possible. Support the drum shaft using a piece of wood and a strap. Unmount the socket set screws. If you're having trouble removing the bushing retainer, adjust the strap until the bushing retainer loosens up. Check to see if the shaft has any sharp edges. If it does, file it using a 180 grit sandpaper for a shaft finish. If there is a major dent, stop and contact the floor manager. Check to see if the metal plate is fully welded inside and make sure there are no pinholes in the welding. If there is a pinhole, stop and contact the floor manager. Clean the bushing retainer plate and the threads with acetone to remove any oil or foreign material. Clean the existing bushing retainer with acetone to remove any oil and foreign materials. If it is still in good condition, then you can keep using the same bushing retainer. If the existing bushing retainer needs to be replaced, here is how you install the bronze graphite bushing into the bushing retainer. Insert new bushing into the retainer with the chamfered edge inwards. Use a hydraulic press to ensure everything is pushed into place correctly. Make sure the bushing is flush with the retainer. Install the O-ring into the bushing retainer slot using a thin film of marine grease. For reinforcement, use green Loctite on the threads. Use the excess green Loctite on the other bolts. Apply a thin layer of grease to the bushing retainer plate where the O-ring is mounted. Install the assembled bushing retainer assembly into the NDE shaft. Make sure the metal gasket is mounted onto the bushing retainer before the bolts are introduced. Install the bolts offset and diagonally. Do not tighten them until all 6 bolts have been fastened. Tighten and torque the bolts using a star pattern. Tighten each bolt to the torque in the table as seen in the PDE document. Mark the bolts with a white marker pen to show that you have installed each bolt to the correct torque. Document your work by signing the PDE and date it. Check to see if the shaft movement is smooth. If the drum shaft is smooth, remove the wooden strap. Get help from another technician to check the torque. Use a different colored marker pen to mark the bolts and indicate that you have cross-checked the torque on each bolt. Have the second technician sign off on your work.